Good morning, dear student. Today we are going to start the nucleus. As your Philomena teacher, ma'am, already have covered some of the cellular part. This will be the last cellular organelle. So today we will see the detail of nucleus and one of its part, that is nuclear envelope. Nucleus. Nucleus was discovered by biologist Robert Brown in 1831. It is the important part of cell exerting a controlling influence on the cell activities. It is usually spherical or oval structure, mostly located in the center of the cell. Some sieve tube of vascular plant and red blood cell of mammal lack nuclei at maturity. So this is the overall about nucleus. As all of you may be knowing about it, it is the largest organelle found inside the cell, and we can call it as a major organ or main controlling organ of the cell. And some of the cell also do not contain nucleus, like blood cell means RBC do not contain nucleus. Why they do not contain nucleus? Because RBC carries oxygen, so they require some space. So for that space they remove their nucleus at the stage of maturity, so that they can carry oxygen to the different organ and tissues. Nucleus. The nucleus is a membrane-bound structure that contains the cell's hereditary information and control the cell growth and reproduction. So there are two organelles inside the cell which are double membranous. One is nucleus and one is mitochondria. So today we will see the detail of nucleus. It is commonly most prominent organelle of the cell. As all of us knows about it, it is nucleus is the major controlling organ of the cell. Why it is major controlling organ? Because all the genetic, that is nucleic acid, DNA, RNA resides in the nucleus, and all the genetic information which converted into protein all start in a nucleus. So it contains all the detail of the particular cell or particular tissue. The nucleus is surrounded by a structure called nuclear envelope. So the whole nucleus is surrounded by a covering or a structure called as nuclear envelope. We will look at the structure of nucleus. Average diameter of a nucleus is 6 micrometer, which occupies around 10% of the cell volume. So if we see overall volume of a cell, then nucleus consists of 10% volume of the cell. Means it is the largest organelle inside the cell. It consists of nuclear envelope, nuclear membrane, nucleolus, chromosome, and nucleoplasm. So this all, that is nuclear envelope, nuclear membrane, nucleolus, chromosome, nucleoplasm, all contain in a nucleus. And nucleus is made up of all these minor organs, means organelles. um, this is a little mistake where membrane have come down, so don't worry about it. I will be the nuclear membrane separate the content of the nucleus from the cytoplasm. So this is the membrane which surround the nucleus, and this membrane separate the cytoplasm from nucleus. So all the cytoplasm part keep outside the nucleus with the help of this nuclear membrane. Nuclear membrane is fence between the nucleus and the cytoplasm to stop the free transmission of the molecule. So this is the basic means you can, in simple language you can call this is the gate of nucleus, which keep all the unnecessary part outside the nucleus, and it has certain pore, so through that pore certain material come inside and goes outside. So this is very precise mechanism through which the equilibrium of nucleus is maintained. The nuclear membrane consists of outer nuclear membrane, inner nuclear membrane. So you know that the nucleus is surrounded by two membranes. So it consists of inner nuclear membrane, outer nuclear membrane, perinuclear space, nuclear pores, and nuclear lamina. Now coming to nuclear envelope. The outer nuclear membrane is continuous with the endoplasmic reticulum. Therefore, the lumen of the nuclear membrane is directly connected with the ER. So, you must have seen the structure of nucleus and endoplasmic reticulum. So, these two organelles are connected with each other, and on the endoplasmic reticulum some ribosome gets attached, and the endoplasmic reticulum on which the ribosome have attached, it is called rough endoplasmic reticulum, and the ribosome on which are free, and the ribosome are not attached on the endoplasmic reticulum, it is called as smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Uh, the endoplasmic reticulum on which ribosome is attached, it give a rough appearance of endoplasmic reticulum. Therefore, it is called a rough endoplasmic reticulum. You must know the reason behind everything. The outer nuclear membrane is functionally homologous to ER membrane. So this outer nucleus means there are two membrane, inner membrane and outer membrane. So outer membrane of nucleus is similar to the endoplasmic reticulum. The cytoplasmic surface of outer nuclear membrane has ribosome that is different in composition of protein, and these ribosomes are enriched in membrane protein for the cytoskeleton binding. So this I have already explained. The outer endoplasmic reticulum consists of the ribosome, and therefore it is called as rough endoplasmic reticulum, and it is basically needed for the synthesis of cytoskeleton. Next is perinuclear space. Space is present between the outer nuclear and the inner nuclear membrane, and it is called as perinuclear space of lumen of envelope. So what is perinuclear space? Perinuclear space is nothing but it is the space between outer nuclear membrane and inner nuclear membrane. The thickness of each nuclear membrane is 7 to 8 nanometer thick, while perinuclear space is 20 to 40 nanometer thick. The thickness of perinuclear space is thick because it consists of entire space between the outer nuclear membrane and inner nuclear membrane. Therefore, its thickness is higher than thickness of nuclear membrane, means single nuclear membrane. So today I will cover only to this part, that is nuclear envelope and perinuclear space, and this is all about the introduction of nucleus, and from next lecture we will see the detail about nucleus. Thank you.